Hi, my name's Richard Bromwell. I'm here today to do a quick walk and talk through our huge July auction coming up on Friday the 27th. Now, as usual, we've got a broad variety of items. We've got furniture, we've got ceramics, we've got a huge amount of pictures, prints and books and items like this. So I'm going to start off here with a wonderful, I think there's about 13 of these, and they're kind of really sort of the sort of thing you pick up on your grand tour. Now, my grand tours are more like sort of going down to Weymouth, I'm afraid, but these are fantastic. These are late 18th or early 19th century, and a lovely decorative set. Value on those probably around about the sort of £400 to £600. But that's only part of the pictures that we've got here. So we've got furniture, we've got Chinese ceramics, we've got all sorts of tables, big, small, round, rectangular, what have you. We have big silver plated items here. And actually this is just a sort of, in fact, what do you use this for? I mean, this is probably for having a load of friends around. Now, if you've got loads of friends, you've got a huge dinner service, which I'm going to show you later on. Through here, tables, big, tall and small. Over the back, we've got lamps, we've got pianos, we've got more pictures up on the walls. And this is interesting. This is part of a collection of items which have come in from the estate of the late Martin Miller. Now, Martin Miller is known for many things. He was a great entrepreneur, and he was often referred to as the Richard Branson of the antiques world. Now, if you like antiques, the chances are you've probably got at least one of his books at home. His books, of course, are called the Miller's Antiques Price Guide. But if you don't like antiques, you like gin, maybe you've got some of his gin, which is obviously called Martin Miller Gin. So really, an entrepreneur. A load of decorative items which are coming from his estate, which are in this auction. So we've got mahogany, we've got oak, we've got clocks, we've got Chinese furniture, spinning wheels, another piano up through there. We've got some more modern furniture. This was made for heels, this table here, and this is a lovely little Georgian stud work trunk on it, and bits and pieces like that, really quite interesting. Over here, again, one of the more unusual items is this, a vaulting horse. Now, when I was at school, this was sort of used to frighten the life out of me, trying to get over one of those. George is about 8 feet tall, so he can probably step over it. And something else which has been a bit of fun in the showroom is the weighing scales. And unfortunately, it only goes to 20 stone, so I've got no chance of getting on that, have I really? But again, some of the weird and wonderful and decorative items that we've got in this sale coming up. So again, more pictures. And up through here, some of the more weird and wonderful is we've actually got a pair of gorilla. The other one, you see, he's at the back of the bed over there, looking quite a sort of happy-looking chappy there. And again, these are from the Martin Miller estate, as is the composition bust of the Roman dignitary there. And where else did you put your gorillas in your bust? But around your big sort of 17th century and later panelled oak bed here, lovely with the drapes. We've got panels. It's quite dark up there, I don't know if you can see it. Panels up the top, and the headboard is all inlaid with holly and bits and pieces. Something like the bed, it's not hugely expensive. The estimate on that, I think, is between £400 and £600, but it's a really, really good look. And that's coming for client over the far side of Bridgewater. So down through here, this is another Martin Miller estate piece here, a lovely French-style console table, diving helmets, Chinese vases, window seats, Burmese jardinières, you name it. Also in the middle of all these chairs, sets of chairs, balloon back, mahogany, walnut, rosewood, it's all kind of there. Coming on down through here, nice little cheval mirror, but we've also got a lot of items through in the back in here. So I'm going to just swing on round, just do my Anneka Rice impersonation. There we go, running around the back there. And I'm going to talk to you about my favourite bits and pieces that are coming up in behind the cabinets here. Now, they say size matters, so we've got two books here what I want to talk about. First of all is a little Johnny Town Mouse here by Beatrix Potter. One of two early 20th century editions of the very, very famous Beatrix Potter books, estimated between £150 and £200. Absolutely charming little lot. But if you like to go large, then something like this. This has come from a client up in South Norwood, and I've selected this particular page through here. Lovely album and prints here, and we've got the amphitheatre at Verona. Now, I only show that one because I once went to the opera there. I'm not a great opera fan, but what I did like about it was they came round and they served wine whilst the opera was in progress. So I had quite a bit of wine, and no, I didn't join in with the singing. But a lovely series of photographs here, various travels. We've got France. We've got just a fascinating series of photographs. They come from a client up in South Norwood. The value on this one, it's going to do quite a few hundreds of pounds. It's going to be interesting to see where that one ends up. But also of decorative value is this. Now, I don't know about you chaps, but if you ever go to a car boot sale, usually it's just second-hand bits of Lego or third-hand bits. And if you go to a church fete, it's kind of, you know, used jumpers. Now this picture is by certainly one of my favourite modern British artists, Mary Fedden. Now she died in 2012. This one is nicely signed and dated 1978, and yes, this was purchased or bought at a church fete. So it was pence was paid for it, and now it's estimated at £1,000 to £2,000. So I think that just sort of goes to show you, if you get out there, these items, they're still hiding there at the church fetes. And something which is a little bit more unusual is Urania's, or a view of the heavens. And this is a fascinating little series of cards which all join up, and we probably can't show you, but it's actually it's all pierced for the stars, so when you hold this up to the light, it all sort of shines through. This has come from a property we cleared up in Ruadine, which is up in the Forest of Dean, right over there looking towards Wales. So, you know, we do travel far and wide. Been a lot of interest in this. Note the way we use our little labels on here. We don't stick them onto the actual item because that'll pull them off. Dating to around about 1810, maybe 1820. The estimate is between sort of £300 and £400, but I suspect it will do quite a lot better than that. Now, something which you won't hear me talk about normally are dinner services. Now, this is part of a Victorian dinner service. It's a huge service. Now, these dinner plates, there's 52 of these, so if you've got 51 friends, then you can have them round for dinner. Or as George said to me, actually that's one for every day of the week for a year, isn't it? So that's more sort of, in fact, that's why you never go around and have supper at George's. You'll probably get food poisoning. But what a fantastic run here. These are Ashworth. It's ironstone china. No good for the dishwasher. No good for the microwave, but if you've got a lot of family and friends, the estimate on that is a modest sort of, probably mid to late hundreds, I think, is where it's going to go. But rarely do you see a dinner service which actually has 51, 52 of anything at all. And just to finally finish up now, we've got this Lalique Poisson pattern bowl here, lovely with the opalescence decoration, the colour here, and something like this. It's not one of the rarer pieces of Lalique, but it is one of the more popular ones, and the estimate on that is probably between sort of £200 and £400 for the client from Taunton. So again, showing you a bit of a cross section of the bits and pieces we've got. We've got ceramics, we've got books, we've got pictures, we've got silver, we've got jewellery, we've got metalwares, we've got items from the estate of the late Martin Miller, certainly books which I was brought up with in my very young age, along with the Antiques Roadshow, which has probably made me the person I am today. All coming up on Friday the 27th of July, and I hope you enjoyed the walk and talk.